difference between straight people and gay people? No.
Happy Mardi Gras!
It was wonderful to see those lifesavers, and now we have water polo teams. These are gay water polo teams.
I tell you what, it's getting very wet up around on that corner. I think Mitzi's getting splashed.
The squirty corner.
Isn't it fantastic though that, I mean, whoever's curated the parade this year, they've got people in the most fascinating groups.
These are the AFL players.
Yeah, this is the Wild Gays Afloat, the gay AFL, and I think it's a group that's come up from Melbourne, and they say they're pom-pom boys who love balls.
Johnny, the Gay Olympics.
They're fantastic. Yeah, well,
where are they? What country are they in this year?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I should be able to answer that question as a little lesbian, but I can't.
I found you out.
I don't know.
I've asked my lesbian Yoda a question that she can't answer.
I'm sorry. I'll do my best to have the answer before the end of the Gay Lesbian Mardi Gras. But
Actually, I've got another question. Do we have any, like, I mean, for example, if there's a real Olympian that goes to the Olympics, can they then go to the Gay Olympics? Is that a bit naughty? Is that already...
Guys, it's here. The Foxtel float. It's our very own float. Your box, my package. It's broadcast of this year's parade. It's Foxtel's debut appearance.
Look at that, it's
and
awesome.
It's manned by Foxtel staff from around the country. Is it fair to say, Julie, that in the past the corporates of Mardi Gras sometimes haven't really seen eye to eye?
oh, look, I think many of us are grateful, and we welcome corporate support because it enables us to have this extraordinary parade, which of course costs money as well. Look, Joan Rivers, I think, is appearing.
She was going to appear on the Foxtel float, but unfortunately she got her Manolo stuck in the gutter down the end with some of those little guys she was hanging out with.
Reap one of their costumes off her and off one of those people and take it home.
No, I think she actually wanted to walk.
But can I just say, as someone who has been here for 31 years, it's fantastic that Foxtel are showing this support. Because while we've got 500,000 people on the streets in Sydney tonight, there are people all over Australia and indeed New Zealand, and we welcome them. We're really keen to see what is the major gay event of the world, and it's fantastic Foxtel are supporting it.
Bring it such incredible coverage too. I mean, like the way that this is being. There's Pam.
Oh, there's Pam with all her luggage. Is she not the most divine creature in the entire world? That's her own project runway right there. I wonder if anyone's going to dress as us. I wonder if anyone's going to dress us as us, Alex. Imagine if there's a couple of sort of buff homosexuals with sunglasses on their head. Yeah, I think the corporate sponsorship thing is a really good thing. That it's, as long as, you know, people I think can get quite suspicious of big corporates that, you know, are chasing the pink dollar or maybe don't have anything so relevant to Mardi Gras, but the sponsors that come on board, the Mardi Gras are obviously very, very careful of who they bring on board, and they really are supporters of the community and really have something to do with the community.
Well, I mean, Charlotte, as I understand it, later on the parade we're going to see the ANZ Bank come up the street, and they have got staff who've come from 5 different states, gay and straight, and who are going to be part of the parade. To me, come on down.
Joan Rivers is actually, funnily enough, on that float, the float with the money.
Is that right? That could well be so.
Exactly. That's what she's showing me the money.
She knows which one she's getting on.
Certainly does. Now, I know at Foxtel the other day, Lisa Lalato, who's done a wonderful job on our hair and makeup this evening, she was sitting outside the hair and makeup area and said all the people from Foxtel who were appearing on the float or on the street were practicing in their business suits. And she was wondering, what's going on here? And from their work suits to, well, what you see right here, they're showing us their package.
Do you think Sophie Faulkner is down there showing us her package?
Oh, I'm not so sure about that, but it could be if Sophie Faulkner looked like it's quite close, in fact.
Got to say, the music's incredible. Such an amazing selection. It just makes you feel so festive.
Well, come out, Australia. Come out indeed.
I think this is the Gay Straight Students Association, united all the way. An interesting concept, both gay and straight, but I think the idea is that diversity is welcome. And this also, I think, could be the suburban group coming out in the suburbs.
That would be the Hills Hoist.
Yes, it is. The Hills Hoist is what alerted me to the fact.
That alerted me to suburbia.
Now, as I understand
I have
it,
one.
this is Canterbury, Bankstown, Epping, Penrith and Sutton. outer suburbs of Sydney who've come together to say gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender people are in the suburbs as well, and what a beautiful truck they've got, that Simple Hills.
Fantastic.
Well, as we saw Wayne and Steve, who are up in Pan Am's First Class Lounge, they are from the Shire.
The Nulla. They're from the Nulla.
Let's send a special hello to everyone gay and lesbian in the Shire tonight. It's wonderful to see you watching Foxtel. So there are the suburbs represented. Another special hello to Penrith at the base of the Blue Mountains. Another hotbed of gay and lesbian and bisexual activity.
A hotbed?
A hotbed.
Sounds saucy.
Woo!
Now, there's just too much fabulous happening on one float there.
Are these suburban drag queens that we're seeing?
That'd be the
This is the
devil.
Polly's Club.
What is it?
It's the Polly's Club.
This is, the Polly's Club, Marrickville, Mirrorballs. The Polly's Club
Oh
is
my God,
one
you're
of the...
talking my area. What on earth? Marrickville.
Well, this is Marrickville, and this is
Where all the Greeks are.
Well, it's the oldest gay and lesbian social club in Sydney. It was started in 1964.
Wow.
And Mitzi is actually with somebody from the Pollies. Mitzi!
Hello, we've got the Polly's Social Club. Hello, darling. Are you in the Polly's? Yeah, it's a fabulous time. Wonderful. And what do you love about the Polly's? The thing I love about the Polly's is everybody is welcome and everybody has the best time. That's fantastic. Polly's Social Club.
Aren't they just fantastic? And I tell you what, behind us in the hot box at the moment, the crowds are singing and dancing and waving their arms in the air to Dancing Queen.
I think when Dancing Queen is playing, everybody's gay. Now, this might be the gay straight students who've got flags representing all the different countries and they're just welcoming diversity.
Look at that, that's beautiful.
And this is a group of public school students who are marching in support of kids who know they're gay and lesbian when they're still at school.
I'm still a little worried about Ruby Rose. She was very emotional and she sort of crumbled into a tear and we can't sort of pull her out of it. She's, I mean, it's her first Mardi Gras and she has just recently come out as lesbian and it's such a huge, huge night for her.
Listen, this is Housing New South Wales, the providers of public housing here in New South Wales. They're marching for the first time and they're welcoming all the gay and lesbian staff and of course their residents as well. So this is a new government agency showing support for Mardi Gras tonight and we welcome Housing New South Wales. G'day! And I think they're also very active in trying to help homeless people around eastern Sydney where this Mardi Gras is held, so, relevant for a lot of the local people. This is the schools group again, Macquarie Grammar School. And they are showing their respect for choice. And, this is again an amazing example of social change for students and teachers to march together as part of the Mardi Gras.
Gosh, they're having a ball, those girls, aren't they?
And to be allowed to march in their school uniform, there has been some controversies in earlier years where kids got into trouble for marching in school uniform. So this school is showing their support for gay and lesbian youth. The Macquarie Grammar School, and we thank them for their participation here tonight. I guess that would be something we may look to in the future, an increasing number of schools having the courage to be this welcoming.
And I just saw Ruby to the side of the screen there, so she's good, she's fine. And here she is. Welcome back, my darling Ruby.
Thank you. Someone gave me a football and it just made me all happy again. I'm having an amazing time down here, really. Now, what's your name?
I'm Avon calling.
Amazing. And who are you marching with?
The Freemasons.
Now, tell me, how long did it take you to put this together?
About 20 hours to put all this together.
And the lips look like glitter. Is it just glitter?
They are glitter. They are.
See, you just don't get lip gloss like that. Have an amazing night.
Excellent. It's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
Fantastic. Keep going on with it then. Back to you guys.
And Jules, a Freemasons float. Explain this one.
Well, I think it's just a group of people who think everybody is united in music. That there's one place where everybody's equal and welcome. It's a Mardi Gras party
Absolutely.
with the mirror ball going and the music playing. So they're Freemasons united in music.
Oh, they'll be gorgeous.
Freemasons are fantastic. International DJs.
It's just something about a miracle, isn't it? Just gets you going every
Well,
time.
especially when you're talking about a bunch of DJs, mirror balls, equals completely fabulous. In fact, I have dressed, or you have dressed me as a disco ball this evening, and you might want to twirl me around in front of those Freemasons so they can spin a
I
disc.
think I was channeling, honey.
Now, the Freemasons have got an interesting synchronised routine. They've been spending most of the last 12 months preparing for this moment and indeed getting themselves with these marvellous six-packs, Charlotte. Freemasons demonstrating the power of music to get hands and feet to move in a synchronised manner.
We've got Joan on the ANZ float. Joan, how are you enjoying the floating?
She's coming up and I think they're just actually heading up the parade right now on the ANZ float. Still got the Freemasons. Here's the Bobby Goldsmith Foundation.
This
as
is
well.
so exciting.
There she is.
There are people up in the trees. There are people with cameras, both sides. It is so much fun. Everybody having a great time.
That is Joan Cam, man.
That is Joan Cam.
Gay old Joan
They
Cam.
all think I'm Nicole Kidman. It is very exciting.
ACON.
Oh, ACON, the AIDS Council of New South Wales.
Wow, that looks fantastic.
It's wonderful to see Joan Rivers out there on the floats. But here's ACON, and they've been working for years and years and years, particularly active in sexual health, the prevention of HIV and AIDS, but they provide all sorts of supports and health services to the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community. So welcome to ACON.
I was reading actually in one of the gay rags that I pick up every week in the Darlinghurst Corner Shop, that they've actually been giving out Mardi Gras kits, so to make sure that you're having safe sex and a happy Mardi Gras, and they give them out.
I think they have people called safe sex sluts who walk around handing out condoms, and they're most welcome. Just before ACON, and marching with them, of course, is the Bobby Goldsmith Foundation, which is one of the longest running charities in the gay and lesbian community in Sydney, 25 years, and they provide support for people living with HIV and AIDS. So welcome to ACON and also the Bobby Goldsmith Foundation.
The Bobby Goldsmith, I think everybody, it's synonymous with that. And we've got, in the fashion industry, we've done charity work from years back, when the education and the raising of money was so important, and still is so important.
Now, ACON gets a lot of support from the community as well. They always put on a really, really fabulous group show, and they are so supportive of the community and so helpful. And these are the ACON Angels. In fact, these little angels were out at Fair Day.
And their theme with the AIDS Council of New South Wales is adventures in pleasure. And Australia is seen as leading the world in public health campaigns to get people to have safe sex practices. And they come up with endlessly innovative ideas to get us to use condoms no matter what we're doing. And good luck to them.
There was actually a great big pink condom there that I saw that matches Pam Ann's outfit.
Well, as we've said, tonight is not all about parties and the parade. Our Mardi Gras is also about charity. Our good mate Joyce Main whirled around the charities to see the good work being done and the money being raised. Here, let's take a look.
Hello! My name is Joyce Mange. Charity is something that I know a lot about. I mean, take a look at my face. You may notice all the not-for-profit community floats in the parade and wonder how behind all the glitter, glamour and hot glue they can continue to help their causes. I've got one word for you: fundraising. And when the queers do it, it's camp. I'm here with Mr. Gay Australia, Ben Edwards.
The role of Mr. Gay Australia is to promote and work with the community as much as possible. Basically, we have a trivia night during the year, once a year, which is a really great night. We also have a live band in our rugby team, which we do some gigs to raise money for ACON in 2010. And also we have a striptease night, you could say it.
Oh, striptease, I love that.
Basically, that's called Rugger Bugger, which is on a few times a year.
And tell me about the Sydney Convicts.
They're a rugby team which also happens to be gay. And just like lots of other teams out there in Sydney who also happen to be gay, they're out there doing their part to help the individual members of our community grow.
And lastly, would you mind doing a little bit of charity for me? Then there's the BGF, the Bobby Goldsmith